Good morning, everyone. I'm Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I'm presenting the Mint newspaper headline. So, first of all, does the latest rate hike mark a turning point? Next, be aware of tech hype. Then, next on page number 4, in that, how the Himachal and Gujarat races unfolded. Then, next on page number 5, in that, BJP wins by landslide in Gujarat, Congress snatches HP. Himachal Pradesh. Next, budget to purpose record train tracks. Next, changes in bill to ease international merge. Next, Bharat Pay Swiss former MD Grover for fraud. Next, on page number 6, in that, lack of ECGC cover may hurt exports. Next, BJP wins in key Bihar by poll. Azam Khan's UP Uttar Pradesh turf Rampur. Next, Foxconn unit invest $500 billion in India affiliate. Next, Reliance General 6 capital infusion from parent. Next, DCGI gives nod to SII Ebola vaccine for export to Uganda. Next, Ashoka Lene appoints Shenu Agrawal as MDCU. Next, India achieves 166 GW of renewable energy capacity till October. Next, Kudankulam nuclear plant 4 units to be completed by 2027. Next, Sweden Nepal study India's digital rollout of health assurance scheme. Next, 3 left in race to be next chief of CCI. Next, center plans cooperative export society. The next on page number 7, in that, Gopal Snacks founder buys out brother in co. Next, Bangalore to get museum to exhibit tech innovations. Next, Apple extends end-to-end encryption to iCloud backup. Next, Microsoft team takes on WhatsApp with communities. Next, Sovereign Investments Nexus back Unix consulting funding round. Next, government invested rupees 5,000 crore in Swami H fund. Next, great time to create long-term portfolio. Then on page number 8, in that, Asia hedge fund seeders go for uncorrelated strategies. Next, China buys Russian oil at deep discounts, brushes of price capital. Next, consumption power Phonexy Mall wings. Next, growth momentum is key for stock re-rating of Avas, Fin and Financiers. Next, Sunrises SoftBank stake tightens grip. Next, PhonePe seeks to raise $1 billion. Next, Landmark Cars IPO on 13 December sets price brand at rupees 481 to 506. Next, India's inflation likely eased further to 6.36% in November. Then on page number 9, in that, Yes Bank files IBC pleas against G-Learn subsidiary. Next, Hindustan Unilever buys into two digital first wellness startup for rupees 334 crore. Next, Cloud Xtel to raise rupees 500 crore in talks with investors. Next, PTC India Financial Services operations hit by curves on board. Next, DRI action death nil for clean for exports Vivo. Next, I am repeating again this news. DRI action death nil for exports Vivo. Next, labor issues hinder GM efforts to find buyers for Telgaon car plant. Then on page number 10, in that, changes in bill to ease international M&A deals. Next, chemical sector outlook brightens has risk recede. Next, BJP landslide in Gujarat. Congress snatches Himachal. Next, budget to purpose record 1 lakh kilometer train tracks. Next, Bharat Pay 6 rupees 88 crore in damages. Cinema goers vote for 3D, a big draw in 2022 in spite of cost. Then on page number 19, in that, rebuilding the Air India brand is hard, says IATA. Next, what cubes do that squares does not. Then on page number 12, in that, virus fears grow as China relaxes zero COVID controls. Next, Credit Suisse right offer set to sell through after wild ride. Next, Google to merge mapping service Waze with Maps product team. Next, China asks insurer to buy bonds as retailer investors pull back. Next, US floats new steel aluminum traffics based on carbon emission. Next, Twitter to hike blue tick pricing to $11 for iPhone app user report. Next, Pentagon splits $9 billion cloud contract among four companies. Next, earthquake of 5.8 magnitude joins Indonesia main island of Java. Next, Saudi lays on lavish welcome as China excise heralds new era. Next, Prince Harry slams press family over feeding frenzy in Netflix series. Then on page number 13, in that JSP buy Monet Power for rupees 410 crore. Next, not for wildlife amendment bill. Next, FDA alert on Sun Pharma halal unit. Next, stolen data of 6 lakh Indians on boot markets. NordVPN. Next, HNI Goel SOC Jain buy Triven's shares. Next, Mumbai's former top cop gets bail. Next, government for private sector experts to head LIC. Next, NTPC to build nuclear power plants. Next, bankers wait Tesla margin loss loans to cut risky Twitter debt. Next, Air India to rework cabin for $400 million. Next, Inox GFL rises around rupees 1500 crore. Next, Mumbai's former top cop gets bail. Next, government to for private sector expert to head LIC. Then on page number 15, in that how history repeated itself in crypto falls. Then on page number 16, in that here's are the reasons why NRI want a piece of India's real estate. Next, US investor visa, why are Indian lining up for EB5. Next, do I need to change my investment portfolio to meet all goals and save for retirement? Then on page number 17, in that article section, poll outcomes highlight BJP dominance yet again. Next, the 5 most important events of calendar 2022 in technology. Next, let's reflect on what will make India in developing countries. Then on page number 18, it's also same article section, in that election results in the America shows that democracy is resilient. Next, Google faces a big threat from Chat GPT answers to queries. Next, can Kantara kindle the hope of a ruler re, Renaissance. Then next on page number 19, in that the time is now for Indian fashion. That next, global luxury traveler wants meaningful experience. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.